My, the travel down Bishop Path was treacherous this morning. I had to steer my wagon far out into the lake water just to get around the bog and quagmire of the marsh. What a trip!
I'm so sorry travel was so difficult, but I am glad to see you. I was feeling better earlier this week, but now that Jean has returned from his visit to Detroit, I am again feeling a little frail and weak.
Are you able to eat? Is Jean preparing food for you?
Yes, but truly I am afraid to eat what he provides. I find I am most ill when he is around, and I seem to improve after he is gone for a few days. So I pretend to eat, but I have been hiding most of the food until he is at work at the mill, and then I throw it out. But I am hungry.
I can't believe what you're telling me. Do you think he's trying to harm you?
I myself was slow to believe it, but I think it's true. I think somehow he's been poisoning me with foxglove he planted this spring. I said, "What is that plant?" And he said he thought it was so pretty. He brought it back from the far side of the marsh for me. He thought it would look nice in my garden. Oh, Martine, I'm so glad you're here. I need help.
I brought some fresh biscuits for you and John.
Oh, thank you, dear friend. I'm ever so grateful.
Josette, I'm back.
Quick, hide the biscuits. Pretend we've not had these conversations.
That will be very difficult.
Why are you still in bed, Josette? Oh, Martine. I wondered whose wagon that was out front. It's good to see you, Minna.
And you also, Jean. How have you been?
Good. We are very busy at the grist mill. This time of year, many people are bringing us their corn and wheat to be ground as they prepare for the hard winter months ahead. Why, this morning I had a farmer show up with 3 wagon loads to be ground. But he wanted it done right away. I told him he had to wait his turn like everyone else.
I hope you didn't insult him.
Why would you care? If you really did care, you would have been there to carry your share of the work and help me with those unruly customers. You know I'm too busy on the wheel to be nice to people.
But I started feeling ill again this morning. I don't know what to do about it. I just have no strength.
Josette, relax. Let the coughing subside. Shall I get you some water?
Oh, please, let me do that. I'll go draw some nice, cool water from the well. I'll be right back.
No.
Here we are.
Sean, would you come with me for a moment and look at my horse? He seemed to be limping, and I think perhaps he picked up a stone on Bishop Path. Would you come with me? Thank you, Jean, so much for prying that stone out of his hoof. I thought he was limping, but I didn't want to take the time to look.
Not at all.
That water seemed to help. Thank you for getting it for me. I do feel a bit better. Perhaps I should be drinking more water. At least the coughing has subsided. My ribs hurt so from coughing.
I'm very glad you're here, Martine. Not only to assist Josette in whatever way you can, but also to help my sister and I with a very difficult discussion we must have.
What would that be, Jean?
Well, I need to know what her plans are for her share of the grist mill after she, well, you know, if something should happen to her.
Sean, this is a private family matter that should not be discussed in the presence of others. We will talk about it later, after Martine's visit. She and I have other things to discuss.
I'm happy to help if I can. However, I know how fiercely private you are, and I won't interfere if you don't want me to.
But I have the right to know what you plan to do with your share. After all, the grist mill is half mine, and I need to know if you plan to give the rest to me or let some stranger who knows nothing about working a grist mill come and take over. Who would it be anyway? You don't have any friends, except Martine, and no man would take you. You're a lonely old spinster without any friends.
Jean, don't say those horrid things about your sister.
Well, it's true. Well, my dear sister, I'm waiting for an answer.
Why is everyone pressing me for a decision about the mill when I die? You sent Uncle to get me to make a decision, and Father spoke to me about it last week. Do I suspect you have some ulterior motive, Jean? Right now, I declare I'd sooner leave it to the devil. Now get out of here! We'll not discuss it further!
No, he didn't mean those horrible things.
Yes, he did. And they're all true. I don't have anyone who loves me. I'm all alone, with no one to support or comfort me. It's so hard.
There's a terrible storm blowing up over the lake. Huge waves like I've never seen before. I managed to close and secure the stable, so I think the livestock will be okay. Please help me fasten the windows. It's really blowing up over there. What was that? What happened?
That was the devil, and he got what he came for. Now you're partners with the devil, and you deserve it, Jean. You're an evil man. You murdered your sister so you could have all of the grist mill. But you still only have half of the devil's grist mill after all.
No!